With more from round one at the Memorial, we've got two guys who took in the action up close and personal. CBS Sports Golf analyst Doug Bell and Mark Immelman. Mark, you had the pleasure of walking the opening round alongside Tiger in that featured group. He grinds out a 1 under 71 on a tough day, scoring across the entire field. What'd you make of the 44-year-old's form coming off a 5-month hiatus?
Joe, honestly, I was impressed just the strategy that he showed. I mean, the golf swing, all the physical elements of Tiger Woods, to me, look pretty much on point. He never really forced himself with his golf swing. Everything was well-balanced, well-timed. But the way he approached Muirfield Village on a difficult day that you highlight was vintage Tiger Woods playing in a major championship. He put the ball in play off the tee. He never really short-sighted himself very often. He made birdie. He converted where he needed to. But it was a very academic, very strategic performance, and I was really impressed. And I think especially for Tiger Woods, who got off to the fast start with 2 birdies in his first 4 holes, I feel like that closing birdie just to sneak it under par and sneak 1 shot closer to the lead, that was huge, because now he gets to go out tomorrow morning, fresh greens, hopefully a little less wind, and just build further and continue to put together his score.
Yeah, Doug, Tiger said post-round that he did feel a little bit of rust. I didn't see much. What did you make of the opening round for Tiger?
Well, number one, it was great to see him, and it was a very low-energy round. Mark is right. Tiger's 44 years of age, and this is such a different Tiger than what we saw 20 years ago, even 10 years ago. I mean, he does not fire at the ball with all his power now. He's very laid back. He walks slow. He retrieves the ball out of the cup very slow, and perhaps when you're 44 and you've had multiple back surgeries, that's what the end result is. But, I think of this English rock band, Finau, back in the mid-'80s, and their hit song was Smooth Operator. And I kept hearing that song today watching Tiger. He is a smooth operator. He didn't have everything going for him today, and yet grinded out a 1 under 71, Joe. Very impressive. And how about this number? For the entire day, he hit only 54 feet of putts. On the first hole, he rolled in a 10-footer. On the final hole, rolled in that putt of about 13 feet. In between, didn't make a lot of putts, and I think that putter will eventually wake up. So it was a day that if you follow Tiger, as we have for many, many years, he's the best grinder in golf, and we saw it on display today.
Yeah, he's got old Trusty in the bag, and anytime we can get a Finau reference, we'll take it here on HQ. Tiger chasing history in search of that record 83rd win, but through 18 holes, everyone's chasing Tony Finau. 9 birdies en route to an opening round 66. Doug, this is a guy with all the raw talent in the world, but the wins haven't followed quite yet. Any indication from what you saw today that this week could be the turning point for Finau?
Yeah, last week he was playing at Park City, Utah at his course, Victory Ranch, and he'd held the course record there of 62, and last week shoots 59. And he said he was a little nervous going down the stretch because he'd never shot in the 50s before. And then he rolls into here, and he plays on Wednesday in this charity match for Nationwide, and he plays with John Rahm against Ian Poulter and Graham McDowell, and Tony Finau stole the show. They played 9 holes on the back. He had 7 birdies on his own ball. So he is really playing well. 9 birdies today. Very difficult conditions. I mean, compared to last week and today, stark contrast in what these players are facing at Muirfield Village Golf Club. I mean, think about that. Tony Finau shoots 66 with 9 birdies. Dustin Johnson shoots 80. Ricky Fowler shoots 81. David Lingmerth, a former champion here, shoots 82. So what Finau put together today was truly phenomenal considering the conditions here at Muirfield Village Golf Club.
Doug, you're certainly right. I thought the Finau round this afternoon, he was right in front of our feature group. It was really special, and I've always believed if you hit the 2 straight-faced clubs in the bag well, you've got the recipe for success. And the key for Finau today was he actually led the field in putting, and ordinarily he's known for the big hitting. He looked positively invincible in that charity match you talk about. He shot 6 under on his own golf ball. But just something to bear in mind to his chances forward. He's played 3 tournaments since we went into the COVID lockdown, and he's only had 1 round that wasn't under par. So this is a guy that's playing well, and nothing had really fired. But to your point, all of a sudden, a guy that was just lurking around, 69, 70, 71, just those sort of pedestrian numbers, goes home, works on the game, hits a few drivers, works with his coach, shoots the 59 you document. It's like someone has just taken the seal off. putts are rattling into the hole yesterday and today, and he looked all of the part. And I tell you what, driving it like he's on the front foot around a very difficult golf course.
Yeah, we will see if he has the finisher's stride come the weekend. That is what has lacked in the past for Finau. Not everyone saw the success that Big Tone did on Thursday. 4 days ago, we watched Colin Morikawa, Justin Thomas pick apart Muirfield Village, both getting to 19 under. The pair combined a 6 over on Thursday. DJ goes 8 over. Ricky goes 9 over. Bryson over par as well. Big numbers for big names on Thursday. Doug, what changed out there at Muirfield Village between the final putt Sunday and the opening tee ball on Thursday?
Well, a lot of things changed. Number one, the golf gods, I think they were in a deep freeze. They were sleeping somewhere the first 5 weeks of the return of the PGA Tour, winning scores averaging like 19.5 under par. Suddenly they woke up and they said, you know what, this is too good a track, Muirfield Village Golf Club. It's not going to be that way again. And I think Jack Nicklaus had something to do with it. The rough is they haven't cut it since last Wednesday. If you miss the fairway off the tee, you're going to pay the penalty. And if you miss a green, I mean, that's where it really gets dicey. You miss a green just a few yards off the putting surface, it is a tough up and down. And the greens are really firm. It's 16, the par 3 today, which is really a hard par 3 anyway. It was playing 209 yards. And as we're out there, Mark and I were with Tiger and Brooks Koepka and Rory McIlroy. All 3 tee shots landed in the center of the green. All 3 balls trampoline bounced off the back of the green. Tiger in the back left bunker. So it was a stark contrast to last week. And of course, the wind was blowing. Mother Nature had it going anywhere from 20 to 25 miles per hour. So you add all that up, Joe, and it made for just really a major championship track for these guys. I mean, I really felt like I was watching a U.S. Open today as opposed to the opening round of just a regular PGA Tour event.
Doug, you called that spot on. Last week at the workday, when the golf course was set up a little softer and the PGA Tour rules officials said that they were going to do so, the average field score for the week was just a whisker under the par of 72. Today, the stroke average for the field was 73.9. That's nearly 2 full strokes over par. And to me, there were a few things. The sun picked up. It was sort of at the front of a storm that was about to roll through, and Mr. Nicklaus referenced this. So holes like 7, 8, 9, they were playing straight into this wind that was 20 miles an hour, then gusting up to 25 or so at times. So the wind made it hard. The punitive rough you talk about made it hard. And then greens now that are moving from 11.5 on the stimp meter to something in the 13 range with a little wind firming up. I mean, if you want to defend a golf course against a PGA Tour field, you make it firm, you make it fast, and you grow the rough up. And that's what we saw this week. And you said it right. It was like a major championship test. And it promises to be more of the same for the rest of the week.
Yeah, the field is of major quality, and as you said, the competition reaching that level as well. The pace has been set. Forecast calls for scoring conditions Friday in Dublin, Ohio. Doug, what are you going to be looking for? What do you have your eye on in round 2 at the Memorial?
Well, I'm looking for Tiger to see what he does tomorrow, getting out early. Because here's the thing, he's not going to get a lot of rest tonight. And we've seen this with older players. I mean, you play late and then you get up early the next day. And again, it's not only a physical test, but a mental grind. So I want to see how Tiger plays tomorrow. I want to see how some of these guys bounce back. You know, Bryson DeChambeau was 1 over par, and he missed a lot of fairways today. And this golf course is the toughest one he's played. I mean, he's been terrific up to the win that he had at Detroit, and then he took the week off, and now, I mean, this is a real test. This is the first time that his game has really been tested under these conditions. So I'll be watching for Tiger tomorrow like all of us. I think Rory McIlroy grinded out a nice round. He'll be with Tiger. But I want to see what Bryson does because he has an opportunity now to bounce back and really, I mean, he's not too far off the pace at 1 over. But I want to see what he can do because he's been the model of consistency up to this point. And today he finally got a taste of this very tough track. I want to see how he adjusts tomorrow.
That's a good call, Doug. I'm going to have my eyes on Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy also playing this afternoon, then getting out tomorrow morning, hopefully having a softer golf course with less wind, I think will really serve itself well because the first round today corresponded with what would have been the first round of the Open Championship over in the United Kingdom. And typically with the weather over there, you can get an advantage by playing on a certain side of the field. And I feel like the afternoon guys, Finau, McIlroy, Woods, who played well, if the wind settles down tomorrow morning, there is maybe a little rain overnight, they're going to get a really soft, receptive, and a lot easier golf course. So they can accelerate and build a lead. And then to that, just the scoring. I mean, we've had some stupid numbers under par in terms of the 36-hole cuts. Right now, that number's sitting at 2 over, and I'm keen to see where the cut goes and if these guys like Morikawa, Justin Thomas, and company that are lurking around the 2 to 4 over number, if they can get something good in tomorrow and get them into the weekend. Because if you're in the weekend here, the way this golf course is stacking up, I think anyone who makes the chance potentially has a chance to threaten on Sunday.
Mark Immelman, Doug Bell making Sade proud, a pair of smooth operators. Appreciate you guys. Let's take another look. The First Cut Podcast. They take every look from every angle on tour, each and every round, giving you wrap-ups and look forward to the following round. It's the First Cut Podcast, our team of golf experts weighing in the moment on tour, Tiger's back and everything else. It's the First Cut Podcast.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.